And this is a tragic story. This happened out in the Bronx, right? Um, the individual named Jimmy happened in the Mountain section in the Bronx. There was a long dispute between the super, right? Building management. Big dispute. And, there's always two sides to the story. Always two sides to the story. Beefing with the management, beefing with the super, beefing with any and everybody. Right? And this topic basically is a sad topic, but there is a message in this topic, in this content. And this man that was accused of shooting two people and killing the super, right? We want to send our condolences to all the victims because this is nasty work. When this entity is involved, someone's going to get hurt bad, someone's going to go to jail, and someone's going to die. That is the plan of this entity. We all know that it's a physical people, but in order to keep creating chaos amongst us and amongst our community, it just pick and choose individuals, right? And you saying to yourself, why is it targeting me? Well, there's either two things. Why is it targeting you? Either there's something about you that's in a spiritual alignment with the Alpha Omega to create everything existing. Just your aura, just how you carry yourself can attract the opposite, meaning evil, that just don't like you and how the way you carry yourself. You are an enemy to it, and it is an enemy to you. It's an actual fact. And once you learn this, you'll start to see things on a different level, on a different personality, right? Or there's something that in your past that you did not fix, and it's still haunting you, and it's still after you, right? Which is really, really important. And the reason why that is after you, you have not fulfilled its contract. For some reason, some way, somehow, right? You slipped past its clause. So its job is to get you any means necessary. If it means you being in a wheelchair, you becoming an organ donor, you ended up in jail for the rest of your life, you ended up losing your apartment, your car, your woman, your children, anything that's going to plague your life. And I'm telling you this from a spiritual sense. This is why spirituality is really, really important to believe it and to stand on business and understand this, because you won't understand a lot of things that's going on in your life if you don't understand spirituality, which is the force and the foundation of our existence of life, which is really important. So this individual, this suspect that shot 3 people, right, and murdered somebody, was found dead in his cell on Rikers Island. He was found dead. Now, allegedly, he committed suicide. All the details have not gone out, but to me, he committed suicide in some way, somehow. Let's just say that. We don't know all of the details. I don't know if somebody ran up in his cell and seek revenge of these 3 victims, or he offed himself. Either way, it is all nasty work, right? And it is bad vibes and bad energy upon bad energy. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to look at this as when you let your emotions supersede your intelligence, these things will wind up in the forefront of you, and you are standing there and this demon will be laughing at you and said, I got you. It took me so many years. It took me 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, but I finally got you in my cause, and I'm never letting you go. The man was 44 years old. To make a decision like that and have a home, freedom, eating, drinking, wearing what you want to wear, seeing who you want to see. You know, if you want to be in a relationship, if you don't want to be in a relationship, If you want to change your life around, you have freedom. Nothing, right? Nothing should add up to your freedom, the amount of freedom that you have to offer to yourself. Because once you do this sick act and barbaric act of killing someone, hurting someone, you telling yourself that you don't like the way that you're living, and you tired of it, and you want to enter these plantations and jails and concentration camps and prisons that is there for your demise, and you'll be locked up for the rest of your life. You know? So either he offed himself, or somebody went up there and did something to him. All of the details is not being laid out, but these are two things that could have happened. And this happened Sunday, that he was found unresponsive in his cell. We want to send a condolence to his loved ones, you know, because it is sad in every way of losing a loved one, you know. And this is really, really important that we look at these certain things in certain avenues of our life, right? And it's easy said than done. Letting our emotions supersede our intelligence. You understand what I'm saying? Letting your emotions supersede your intelligence. And we are all sometimes guilty of letting our emotions supersede our intelligence. This is why we have to basically get a grip of our emotions. Get a grip of our emotions, you know? And like I said, these three victims that he shot up, allegedly that he shot up, you know, they say alleged, but he shot him up, locked him up for this, put him on Rikers Island. On Sunday, this past Sunday, that was it. That was it for him. He killed himself. You know, maybe, okay, people come, you know, you got trolls in here, right? You got trolls. So I have a troll here, Kipper by it, nobody cares, Austin, there's 0 views, be quiet. This is sad, and you know why it's sad? That you care so much about who's viewing. But I'm gonna finish my topic. I'm not gonna give this individual clout. So, you know, looking at these certain things and seeing these certain things for what it is, it's horrible and terrible. You know, this just happened. He couldn't live with the fact that he pulled the trigger and murdered, right? Attempt murder and murder other people. He couldn't live with the fact that he was gonna get life in prison. He couldn't live with the fact. That's the decision that you made. The decision that you made was to shoot and kill people. And at the time that you're doing these acts, you are really killing yourself. And this entity sitting back saying, yes, yes, yes. I got him to shoot and kill, killing 3 birds with 1 stone. Or 4 birds with 1 stone. Shot 3 people, killed 1, then another person possibly will never walk again. So these are the acts that we are talking about that we have to look at, we have to pay attention to, that's really, really important, that's amongst us. So this is what I have to say. Peace, y'all. Later, 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 later.